Hello and welcome back to Subnautica with me, Chris, otherwise known as Silent8472. Where last episode we focused on expanding our base and we got our watermelon crop growing. Before I get too deep into it this episode, I'd just like to thank my sort of followers that have been liking, watching and commenting on the videos and hitting the subscribe button. If you do enjoy this episode or the series as a whole, please consider doing that, and it really helps the channel grow. Right, that said, let's get going. So, we did, like I said, expand last week, so we got our crops going. I'm still not sure about that, I think I might move that. We also got our parking bay for our Seamoth, which is actually where I'm going to start today, because I'm pretty sure we unlocked... Where was it? There we go, the vehicle upgrade console. We're going to want that. So we want 3 titanium, a computer chip and some copper wire. Now, one of the other bits we're going to want is the scanner room HUD chip for a computer chip and some magnetites. So, we're definitely going to be wanting some computer chips, which require table coral, gold and copper wire. How are we doing that? So we've got the gold. We have this, so we've got our table coral, but we're going to need another one, and we're then going to need some copper wire. So let's get this going. Now I really want to get the scanner HUD chip first, because that's going to speed up everything else, because we're going to be able to, well, scan, and it makes life easier trying to find the resources that we need going forwards. So that's going to be the priority, to get that going. Feeling a little bit rusty because it's been over a week since my last recording session. So I'm partly trying to remember what stage we were at. That's going to be titanium. Titanium is always helpful. Need some more of the table coral. Pick all of that up because we are going to need a couple of computer chips. Now the moment I get that second piece of copper, I'm going to be running back to sort out the scanner HUD chip. Because like I say, that's going to speed up trying to get the rest of it. And arguably I should have concentrated. There we go. Arguably I should have concentrated on doing that in the last few episodes. So it may be a bit of a catch-up episode this week, or this one, where we just catch up on getting the various pieces of equipment arguably we should have had a little while ago. See, those cameras are still over there where they were stolen by the stalkers. I've not yet navigated them back. The other thing is I'm still not sure about that, but I don't think, would I have room to, I don't think I'll have room to put, okay, I'm just going to have to deal with that, aren't I? Okay, so copper wire. That's a computer chip. Okay, and then I believe there's magnetite, which we did pick some up last episode. So, no, not the upgrades. That's what I want. Okay, and this is where we can now start making life easier for ourselves. Show me limestone so we can fetch more copper. So what we should start seeing, there we go, that's what I wanted, and that is what's going to speed it up for us, because we're just going to start having all of this ping up on our HUD so we can find it nice, I'm going to say nice and easily. That one appears to be buried somewhere. But it should. He says speed up what we're up to. That's the Another entrance to the mushroom cave.
100 meters.
So that's going to be something I'm going to want to fix today as well. I want to get the rebreather, which will enable us to go deeper than 100 meters. So we're going to want some of that for the rebreather. There we go. More limestone. You can see how this speeds it up now we've got that. Now the scanner does take time to find things, so I'm going to be leaving it running for a little bit to... There's not a way into it. To basically find more. So we're going to have these on our HUD for a little while, these yellow rings. Okay, that should get us our second computer chip. Actually, oh look, there's two over there. Let's go and grab those nice and quickly. There's three over here. Scanner just found an extra one. Okay, right. Because we're also missing a compass, which I'm going to try and fix. So this is what I mean. It's catching up on bits today. So what do we need for the compass? Copper wire and a wiring kit. So copper wire's that. We've got the silver there, so that's the wiring kit. Which gives us our compass, which appears at our depth meter. So see, we've now got a compass, so we know what direction we're heading. I wanted the rebreather as well, which is here. So that's a wiring kit and fibre mesh. Well, fibre mesh we can make because we picked up that creepvine cluster. We've got another 2 silver here, so that's another wiring kit. And then there's our rebreather. Okay, so that is that set up a little bit there. Looking pretty healthy now. Okay, so it was then back to getting that computer chip, so we need the copper wire, have the table coral. So for our vehicle upgrade console, because that was what we were looking for, more copper wire. Have I got enough? I don't. Okay, 2 more limestone then. But as you can see, the scanner room has been finding a load for us. So we can just head out and pick it all up. Now the reason I want the vehicle upgrade console is because it kind of does what it says on the tin. It upgrades our Seamoth, so that's where we're able to get some perks to help out, and there are some particularly important ones that I'm going to want before we take it into, I'm going to say, more dangerous waters, which we are going to get invited to. So, hope you guys don't mind coming along with me on these harvesting expeditions. This is what I mean, how much faster is it now we've got? I'm just going to crack this while I can see it, because we might need some more silver or the like as we go forwards. We've got that wreck to explore. Okay. One other thing that occurred to me while we were away is our view's been spoiled somewhat, so I'm actually going to deconstruct that window now. Okay, so that should give us our copper wire. Go around here and put our vehicle upgrade console over here. He says over here. Why is that not? Oh, it started doing it but then didn't finish it. Okay, and then you know, very important. Put our window back in. Pretty sure, yeah, it can take a second one, so let's get that done. There we go, there's our glass. For our second window. There we go, just gives us our nice view out, and it makes this feel a little less enclosed. Right, now, importance. We need to change our Seamoth colour. So, let's hit done. So we can at least see the Seamoth. And then we will turn up the colour. We'll start going with channel colours, which is gaudy as it may appear. That gold isn't coming through particularly brilliantly, is it? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. The interior we will also make blue, and the name is going to be white. There we go, so we can see our name on the side. Now, where it comes to the name, what should we call it? Let's go Shelly Seamoth. However, that is open for interpretation. Please feel free to put some bits in the comments if you can think of a better name for our wonderful Seamoth. Okay, now, this is the other bit I wanted. The vehicle upgrade console. Seamoth upgrades. That, oh, polyaniline. That's going to be a little while away. But we can get advanced wiring kit and enamelled glass for a solar charger for it. Copper wire and magnetite for sonar. Okay. I was really upset about the polyaniline there. That's not what I wanted. Do we have any lifeboats that might take us in that direction? No, we've done all of our life pods. Okay, so we've got to wait for another life pod. No message there. Okay. Let's get some copper so we can sort out that solar charger. Part of the reason that I personally quite like the solar charger is it just means that you haven't got to worry about carrying additional power cells or getting stuck too far away from the base and everything with the Seamoth, because as long as you can get it to the surface, it will just constantly keep itself topped up. Now, I know there are some people that probably just go, oh, you don't need to worry about that, but it's just a thing that I quite like to avoid me having to worry about it. And it's one less thing that plays on my mind then as I'm running around. So, ooh. Okay, now we got ourselves lost in a cave. Okay. Ooh. Okay. There's a you can see I'm just cracking all of these. Because, you know, hey, why not? It's easy to do now. Glass. Now, I think, from memory, in a previous episode I made some enamelled glass by accident. So we should have that, so that'll be nice and easy. The big one I want is the defence. That requires polyaniline, which is going to be awkward to get hold of. Because you might recall I said that I wanted it before I go into some dangerous areas. And surprise, surprise, to get the polyaniline we need to go to some dangerous areas. Okay. Did I misremember what I needed for it? An advanced wiring kit. Okay. So it wasn't just copper. Now I don't think we've got enough silver. No, we've only got one silver. Okay, right, let's drop off the titanium because we have plenty of that now. Break that down. metals, and then we can put the copper in there. Let's keep the gold on us because we're going to want that for our computer chip for the advanced wiring kit. Same with the table core sample, but we're going to need another. And then we will come here and we will change what this is scanning for. So we now want it to scan for sandstone. Although I've just spoiled our food and hunger, or food and water. And this is why I wanted this, so we can go 1, 2, 3, which we can then eat. That's a problem.
Warning, emergency power only.
And then plant those. Eat that one. Okay. We ran out of power because of the scanner. Okay, what are we going to need for
oxygen
power,
production
titanium and copper?
offline.
Now this isn't going to help us right now, but if we can put some more solar panels up here, that is going to help us out going forwards. So I'm just going to put a couple more up here. Now the way power works, we're going to need to find one more quartz on the floor. So the way power works is, you might notice that our base has constantly had 75 power. Now, each power generating piece of equipment you have, i.e. the solar panel we have, has a battery in it, and that's how much power it can store. So a solar panel can store 75 power, which means now we've put a second one up there, we're going to have 150, and when I put a third, we'll have even more. Now, each of those has its own battery, and it also, there we go, that's the quartz we want for it, has its own, they'd all have their own rate of filling up. So effectively, although we'll have 3 times the battery, with 3 solar panels, it will charge 3 times as fast, because each panel is filling up its own battery. Now what this does mean is that when you start mixing supplies, if, say for example, when we get the geothermal set up, if it is night time and the solar panels are empty, the geothermal won't be able to charge the solar panel batteries. It'll only be able to charge its own battery. So we'll have more power technically available, but we won't be able to fill that. We're only going to fill as much as the geothermal can store. But like I say, this is going to help us at least for the moment, or at least keep going. There we go, there's power restored. And if we come in, there we go, see we've now got 225.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Now this isn't charging up super quickly because it's only just ticked over to daylight, so each of those panels isn't working at its full effectiveness. But it does get us back to where we want, and it's going to give us more power to hopefully last overnight. But this is why when we, what was it, in episode 2, where we were setting up, I desperately wanted to come over here because, like I said, we're going to get access to geothermal, and that will keep us going overnight when we get it sorted. Because geothermal doesn't care what time of day it is. It just goes, oh yeah, I got power. I got your back. Okay. Not a lot of sandstone around here, which is surprising. Okay, that's our 2 silver. So now we just need the table coral, which is going to be over here. And then we can get our solar panels sorted for the Seamoth, which gives us a bit more exploration for the Seamoth. Where is it? Normally all over the side of these things. There we go. Let's see if I Graphite fragment. Lovely, that's run out of battery. Now there is a wreck I'm going to want to explore that I think is pretty close to us, because it's going to have something useful for our base. Okay, here we pop in. So you can see that's ticking up a bit faster now as we're getting closer to actual daytime. Okay, so there's our wiring kit. Computer chip. Oh, it's 2 gold for an advanced wiring kit. Okay, that's fine. We had spare. Then, right, off we go. We will put this in here. Seamoth module. There's our solar charger. And then here is our upgrade panel for the Seamoth. And it can only carry 4 upgrades. You can get mods that get you more, but it means that we're going to have to pick and choose what we want. So the ones I'm planning for are, we need the depth module. That's going to be a requirement. That's no ifs, ands or buts. Though actually we might be able to do that today as well. I like the solar charger. We're going to need the perimeter defense. And then the other one I kind of like is the sonar. The other one you can get is the storage module. Engine efficiency is kind of fixed by the fact we've got the solar. But yeah, here we go. Right, okay. Oh, clang. That's a great start. I'm going to need to check those legs on the way out. Okay, let's patch it up after that disastrous launch. Okay. And then I want to find this wreck, which I think is somewhere over here. Although I have just had a thought. Instead of thinking and guessing and trying to work out where it might be, you know, we've got a scanner room. How about we just use the scanner room? So we can stop it scanning for that, and now we can say, show me wrecks. And off we go. Right, we've got a radio message, but I'm not super interested in that at the moment. Okay, so it's picked up the life pod there as a wreck, which is fine, but that's not the one we want. There is one there, but again, that's not the one we want. Because the one I want has a very particular set of things in it. I mean, I can try and be coy about it, but... Come on, where is it? Oh, blimey. Maybe we've gone past it. Because what I want, the wreck I want, has... Assuming my memory's not playing tricks on me, battery chargers in there, which is going to be great for us, because then we can just keep recharging our batteries, because we don't need to make new ones, because you'll notice the Sea Glide there ran out of charge. Okay, we've done that wreck. This is it. This is the one I wanted. I think it does also give us a few other bits and pieces that we're probably going to need as well. So, scanners at the ready. Nothing in there. That's the Seamoth fragment, which is a bit of titanium, which never hurts. Particularly as we're going to need a titanium ingot to upgrade how deep the Seamoth can go. Right. That's the door we can't get in until we get the laser cutter. From memory, we don't have the blueprint for. Tools. Laser cutter, yeah, we're still missing one. But That's what I want. There should be. There you go, another one there. So now we can get a battery charger, which is great. Okay, we can go through here. I know, it's kind of scary when it turns the torch off and it's pitch black as you're opening the door. But there's our laser cutter fragment, which is great. Because that's then going to give us a laser cutter, which is going to get us into these bits. That's a mobile vehicle bay, we'll grab the titanium from it. Okay, and now, back here. And we want to head back home. And so you'll notice that the power on this at the moment is still 100 because it's charging as we're driving it. This is why I wanted the solar chargers, because they just make this so much easier and I don't have to worry about it quite as much. Okay, and then in we come.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You need to patch it up after sort of having that thing crash into it. Okay. So, what is it we need for the battery charger? Because that is going to be a big thing for us. Wiring kit and copper wire. I don't think we've got the silver for that anymore. Metals. So we got that for the wiring kit. For the wire, and we're missing one silver. So, back to the scanning room. Back to... it says silver ore, which suggests there is one somewhere in the area. Almost like I've dropped one and not picked it up. That might be one to leave it. Right, okay, so... sandstone chunks. Getting there. We are making progress. I have to say, I think our base is horrid at the moment. I don't like the layout. I should have probably planned it a little bit more before I got going. Right, there's lead. There's our silver. Which will get us our battery charger at least. Now I've got this space on the wall here. I can put there. That's the wiring kit. Okay. Locker. There's a dead battery. Did I have any others? Just randomly somewhere? No. Excellent. So, battery charger. We will add our 2 dead batteries, and we can see there we've got 0%, and they will tick up, but they will take from the base power. Okay, we then need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we want our titanium ingot. We then needed how much glass was it for the Seamoth depth upgrade? So when you see it, there it is, 2 glass, so that is 4 quartz. So we can clear that. Tell me quartz. There you go. This is the bit. I might actually get some of the other upgrades for the scanner, and particularly, I normally go for the range one, but I might go for the speed one at the moment. Because you can get those upgrades and they kind of do what they say. They either increase the range that your scanner room can pick stuff up in, or they speed up how quickly it finds things, which means stuff like this, I'd be getting the hits on my HUD significantly faster. And unlike most mods, or upgrades and the like, they're stackable. So I can completely kit it out with speed, and then it will get that really quickly. Okay, so then I want my glass. Glass. And then I want to come around here. Now I can make my depth module. Sonar is copper wire and magnetite. I think we might actually have that. So we'll put the depth module. Because the sonar is cool and useful. Don't get me wrong, it's more useful in the bigger submarines we'll get later. But it is useful even in the Seamoth. And where I've got the solar recharger, I can use it quite freely because I don't have to worry about running out of battery. Apologies, I'm running this a little bit long this episode, but you know, kit things out as much as we can. There we go, that's that equipped. So I'm then gonna call it there. So thank you very much for coming along with me again this week. Again, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help. But yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.